With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here.
Huh? That's what everybody keeps saying. I'm trying to, Zah. I got Luke Kuechly and AB.
Antonio?
Yeah, Antonio Brown.
Coach, it is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Seattle Seahawks.
I'm ready to pick it. You think it's up?
The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, it's Taylor. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now, after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Taylor. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it with Bell. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. And he's going to get this pretty
why
close
this shit
to
like
first
this? They
down
gotta
as the
change all my
tackle is made
plays.
at the Seahawks 37.
Fuck.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Mike outside. Double dog, that's the way.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it with Bell. Le'Veon Bell.
What the fuck just
Kiss him goodbye. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Damn, I had him in the backfield. Damn.
His third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to
start
first here in this opening quarter. Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing is Wilson. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Check 31, check 31. 25.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
March 47. Hey, pick your game up. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Waiting.
Now a first down carry by Bell. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
At the Seahawks 9-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the
go!
And that
way to go, Keekly! Cough that ball up!
Third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Alert, alert, alert.
To throw is Wilson. To throw again. This will be caught by Brown. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
6 right there. 56.
First down at the 50-yard line.
Kill.
They'll run on first down. Bernard. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 2nd.
Here's Bernard. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Check 56. Exit. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. SOS. Undercrush.
Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Now it's Wilson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 22-yard line. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
On first down, Bernard. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd down now, Bernard. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. They'll run on first down. Bernard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He's checking.
On 2nd down, Bernard. Hammering
Oh,
for the goal
my
line.
God. Fumbled the rock.
And a big turnover.
Damn.
His
I should
guys
have
will
rest.
get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
Here's a 2nd and 7 now from their own 7. A quick throw out wide, caught by Crowder. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. It'll be a loss of a yard.
They're going
to face a 3rd down. Darnold from the gun. Caught here by Bell. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. Give him 2 yards on that play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Returnable for Lockett. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And
we had a good drive going, yo. Dang.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. Now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
20. 19. Still going, 4 down.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, 0. 56 is the mic. Gotta go, in and out, let's go. 56, right there, 56. You can't block me. Mike 56.
Now Wilson. He's got Lockett. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 22. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a carry for Bernard. Damn. Gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Bernard.
Damn, that's
and they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points. Not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, let go.
Here's Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And he's got a moonwalk. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of his shotgun, here's Darnold. Stepping up, he'll try and run.
Yo, I
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and
man.
running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold, he's going to, it's caught.
He caught that? Come on, man. What is bullshit?
This went down near the 20-yard line.
Jalen, get back.
Near the 20. A very
That
nice
nigga got burnt off the line.
3 yards. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And McManus able to put it through. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
You go tight. You got tight right there.
Throwing on second down. Wilson trying for Brown.
Get the fuck out of here, yo!
Picked off by Brian Poole. First possession of the third quarter, an interception.
I knew he's a man, but I thought Brown would be.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Taylor, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Darnold. That'll be taken in by Anderson. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play.
Okay, come on, boys. Come on, boys. This game is there for the taking. Let's go.
There's nothing available there for him.
The game is there for the taking, man. We got to take it. If we want it, let's take it.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Let's take it. It's here for the taking, man. He want to give it to us. We're going to take it.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. It's caught.
Let's go get it. Let's go get him.
Taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Oh, my God.
On 1st down, Bernard. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down.
Damn, why is it glitching, man? What the fuck?
On the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Bernard.
This shit is a
And
glitch,
the play
man.
goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. I'm talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you put something out there, you're giving yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Bell. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Bell. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here we go, son. Go 80. 59.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
You gotta be ready. Don't be scared.
They run with Taylor. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Bell.
I keep getting stuck up there.
The 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
1st down, New York.
This is Bell. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. They'll run on first down. Bell, and effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. The kick by McManus is good. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Go. 56. Get the ball. Mike 56. Mike.
Now Wilson. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Muhammad Wilkerson sacks him that time, coming in off the edge. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson flushed out. And he's
Get the fuck out of here with the bullshit, yo.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
Man open left side is Brown. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Watch the screen.
Now it's Wilson. And he fires one incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
56. Mike's 56. 3 bucks. One left. 56, Mike.
Now Wilson. And his throw is
Go too late. Go too late.
The coverage good that time.
Go too late.
Kendall Fuller.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double.
Yo, who is this guy corners,
trying
man?
to shake their guys free.
They have, you're right, they've had no room to breathe. And now the 3rd down.
What? He put on the ground? Antonio!
They've been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys...
You can't put that on the ground, man.
They said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him.
Yo, who is his corners, though? His corners is keeping up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Show it
36 power.
56, Mike.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson being chased out left. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Here's Wilson.
Antonio Brown, AB, with just one hand to complete that catch. Is there anything he can't do?
He has just continued to impress year after year, hasn't he?
He has never forgotten that he wasn't considered an elite receiver coming out of college. I think every snap he takes it upon himself to prove that he should have been.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Bell with a first down carry there as he'll get about 4 out of that. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll go again with Bell. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On third down. Here's Bell. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Come on, Dice. Let's kick up on this boy.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
14, 40. Come on, 57. Mike, 57.
Yeah, let's get Sam lunch.
57 for Mike. 57. One left. Let's go, B, let's go. Let's get there. 57 for Mike. Rock 57.
Back to throw. Steps away to his, and he can't get up.
Damn, I had it.
He's taken down.
Fuck.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile.
Had him that time.
And that is intercepted
Damn.
on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Jets, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.